man.
Good to
What's
see you.
happening, Smurk?
What up? How's it going?
Wait, how did Smurk come to be?
That was all Ilias, but he has a funny and convoluted story for how it actually came to be. It doesn't quite make sense, but it's good. Amir, have you
Yeah.
heard it?
I haven't. I haven't.
It was about basketball. It was back in the day when we were like just kind of becoming good friends, and we were like, I think you guys both know I'm more like reserved. I won't like be too out there. But with this basketball, sometimes in basketball, I like to turn up a little bit. And I
Yeah.
think he's seen that side of me for the first time. So we were having like good competition. And I think there was one play, I think he likes to talk trash the whole time. There's one play where I hit a jump shot on him or something. And I said something to his face. And he's like, all right, Smurk. All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right,
It
Smurk.
stuck. I can't lie. I like it. So
Yeah, that nickname. I'm gonna be honest, Smurk. That nickname that's tough. Tough.
yeah.
Dude, Amir, what's the best nickname you've ever given out, bro? Because you've given out so many.
I can't really say it
Yeah.
on the pod,
Dude,
but Smurk knows. I'm giving out quite a few good nicknames, but I
Yeah.
don't want to mess up the pod. I don't
bro,
want
that's it, bro.
to.
Space Monkey's pretty
Not
good
close.
for Ellen.
Yeah, Chimp is pretty good.
Bro, because some of them make no sense, but they work so well. Like, bro, Zaytoven on the soccer team, this guy named Isaiah, he says Zaytoven, like as in Beethoven, but
Yeah.
Zay. And then all of a sudden he's called Zato for the rest of his time. A big player.
Absolutely.
Amir, you know who I saw the other day?
Who?
I saw BG.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I was back at Bates for the weekend. Um, but that might be my favorite. Baby Gronk is too good.
Hayden, have you met BG?
I don't think so, bro. Who's that?
BG doesn't play club soccer right now?
No,
Oh,
he's not playing right now. He's doing rugby. He's kind of like you, Hayden.
Oh, wait,
He was a
who?
goalie for soccer, but then played rugby or club soccer.
Oh, okay. Wait, wait.
what's his real name? I don't even
He's a
know his
sophomore.
real name.
Oh, yeah.
James Flavel.
Wait, what's his real name?
James Flavel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's BG.
SPG.
Wait, dude, that's so funny. He plays goalkeeper for the hockey team too, or something, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
Just the other day.
Yeah.
he's from Canada. He's a Canadian.
Mhm.
The Canadian.
Amir, did you give your boom yet? Are we doing boom or no?
All right, easy, Smirk. The boom's coming in.
Yeah,
Boom's
bags.
Right,
coming
I want to
in.
do it with you if I could, but
All
I
right, you
mean,
ready? You ready?
can we do it? All right.
Yeah.
Hey, pizza.
Yeah.
Three, two, one.
Boom.
Boom! Boom!
The thing is, he flexes with it too, and then claps every time.
It's
Hey,
good.
I want to say a couple words about Smirk before we get into things, but
Here we go.
Sure.
this is a guy that I'm extremely excited that I met you, Smirk. Extremely excited. And I met you through a variety of people. Baboon, Varun, our guy. You get what I'm saying? Marco. Shout out to Marco. Shout out to Seth. Shout out to Ilias. Shout out to that whole group, Miles Miller, that whole group, because it's like you guys are really all great people. And I'm so excited that I got to share the experiences at Bates that I did with you guys. And for me, club soccer really brought us closer.
Really?
Being coaching club soccer for a semester and just being with you probably 3 days out of the week was like it was brilliant, man. I just want to say I appreciate you. I really do. So thank
Yeah. I appreciate you too, bro. I think one of the best things about Bates is that I feel like you're able to have a couple different groups. And I feel like I had like my Brookline people.
you.
I had some other friends who I went to Thailand with. And then I had like you, Seth, like Hayden, you guys just to hang out in commons with and just chat and talk about real things. So I definitely appreciate you as well. And I could not be more appreciative of you helping with club soccer. You really like stepped it up a whole level. You brought a whole like just passion for the team and everyone obviously saw that you cared about it and then wanted to care about it because you cared about it. So you coaching and bringing some of that life alongside Nando and Johannes, the other two guys.
Absolutely. Shout out
Um,
to Diddy and shout out to Joe.
Shout
Shout out
out
to
them,
those
yeah, for
guys.
real.
Hey,
Bro,
Um,
Amir, bro, let's not distract. This is my guest, bro, okay?
okay, okay,
Take it
my fault,
easy
my
here,
fault,
bro.
my fault, my fault, my fault, my fault.
No,
You're
I'm
right,
joking, I'm
you're right,
joking.
you're right, you're right.
It's beautiful,
Hey,
though.
but Smirk, I wish we could have played another game of basketball, you know?
I know. We never got to finish that. Was it 1-1? Me and Elias versus you and Jimmy?
1-1. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, because Hayden, I was talking hella smack to Smirk and Ilias talking about, yeah, me and Jimmy, we're gonna beat you guys, blah 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 blah. Hayden, the first game, oh man, it was long.
Wasn't it like 11-0, bro?
It was like 11-0. Seth was on the sidelines looking at me. I
Seth was
told
helping.
you.
He was
He
doing
said,
good.
I told you what was gonna happen. I told you.
It felt like Michael Jordan saying, and I took that personal because I was
Yeah.
feeling
Bro, it's
that.
crazy Seth wasn't even playing because it originally started because Jimmy was so mad at Seth, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's the same with intramural. He brings a lot to the team, but not on the court, on the
Yeah,
side.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
Dude, I'm gonna play Dodgenomics soccer.
that's great. I think that's awesome.
Locked in.
Um, yeah, that's another, like I was saying earlier, which is different groups, like another awesome group that I'm
Dude,
glad you're tapping
100%. You
into
gotta
too.
find those great groups at
Oh,
Baked. So,
Absolutely.
and you're part of a lot of them, bro. And
yeah.
you were.
Mhm.
And still are, bro. Dodgenomics, dude.
I
We
know.
nearly named you MVP.
Hmm.
No,
Um,
we actually were in the conversation when we were picking MVP.
wait, for what?
For MVP, we're doing I started like doing rookie of the year, MVP, finals MVP for intramural.
Wow,
Yes,
that's
bro.
lit. And you're
Yeah.
saying I was in the conversation for MVP for this year?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Come on, I'm not doing anything.
Wait,
Wait,
Well,
I
you were
don't.
MV,
there.
We're
MVP
talking about
from
this
lat.
because I've been at Bates like a couple times this year.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking about speaking with love. I haven't talked. I mean, I don't know if I've even talked about me in a relationship now.
Yeah,
What?
bro.
What?
Uh,
Woo-hoo!
Julian Pastor, bro. So he gets
yeah,
to visit and play with Dodgenomics.
the
Smart,
goat.
my boy,
Mhm.
Smart. Hey, Seth. Hey, you gotta watch this video, Seth.
For real. Me and Seth. Are you kidding me? Who would have thought? Come on now.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Wait,
whoa, 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 whoa,
What the heck? How did you not see this? I
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Did you see the Instagram story of him with Seth? Little
Hey,
handhold.
nice. Yeah.
I know.
oh man. Hey,
You got to
Smart.
get him back on the podcast.
Oh man.
100%.
That's so
That was
great to
great.
hear. That's great to hear, Smart.
All right,
So
bro. Well,
you're dating
let's get
someone
into
from Bates, Smart? You dating
Yeah,
some? Nice,
Jillian
nice,
Pastor.
nice.
She was on.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
bro. Lovely couple, dude. Lovely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm absolutely like check my boy. That's my guy. Ugh.
Nice.
All right, Smirk.
Yeah. She's coming to Boston over October break, which would also be nice.
Nice,
Um,
man.
and then we're going to Vermont together. So I
Beautiful.
couldn't be
Oh, you're going
happier
to
with.
Vermont to what? To where? In Vermont?
She has a place in Vermont. Her parents do.
Oh,
Um,
really?
it's
Where?
right by Mount Snow. She did like a bunch of
Uh,
the academy back in the day. There.
dude, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, snow, dude.
Hmm.
Wow.
So sweet, dude. Vermont, dude, come by the farm.
Sure.
Eee!
I would gladly take any goat cheese you have.
Yeah.
Come by
I'd
the
be that. I'd love to come.
farm.
We'll
Come
get
by
in
the
touch.
The
farm.
weekend. Wait, is it next weekend?
Mhm.
Dude, I'll be home. You should come.
I'm 100% down.
Yeah.
We're leaving on Friday for it. So
For
for,
Vermont? Then
for
yeah,
Vermont and
dude.
then coming back.
I'll get there Friday. So if you want to come,
I'm down. I'll figure
let's
out.
go.
I'll learn.
Hey, Smirk, if you could make it happen though, you like make that happen. You got to go see the farm and make that
Sure.
happen. It's a special place, man.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, well, let's
Here
get
you've
right
been.
into it, bro.
All right. I mean, you've been a couple times. That's the last question I'll ask before we start.
I've only been one time, but
Nice.
I'm got a couple more times in me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm got a couple more times in me.
I
Wow.
got you, bro. Well, he was there. He stayed there for like the whole this break. No, no, no. The short one in the spring. He came for the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fair.
that was great, bro. That was the best.
absolutely.
All right, bro. Well, let's get to it. We got the quote of the day is from one of my favorite philosophers ever, maybe my favorite, Marcus Aurelius. When a man offends against you, think at once what conception of good or ill it was that made him offend, and seeing this, you will pity him and feel neither surprise nor anger. So basically, if someone does you wrong, if you take into account what made them do that, you'll feel more pity for them than anger.
Totally.
And then, connecting to this because Eli is really, I mean, Amir, we know like Eli is one of like the nicest people like you'll meet at Bates. Like,
Sometimes too nice. Too nice sometimes. Too nice. Say, yo, Eli, come on, man. You
Stand
can't let
up.
it slide. Like, come on. You know? Like,
Anyway,
I respect it. I love it.
But
so
thank you. Thank
my
you.
question, the philosophy around it,
Mhm.
like I feel like Eli's someone who's able to like stay calm in situations, except when we're playing basketball, I guess, but like stay calm in like situations. So like people like, doing things wrong or like treating others and like harmfully. Do you think like some people are made this way? And on top of that, like what like is it practice? Is it practice and like making things a habit that like gets you to being more calm in these situations? My own personal view on is that like I think that like people are made this way as in like they're raised to be that way. Like you can also obviously be taught, but like anyone can get to that point of like practicing compassion and practicing like forgiveness and get to that point of like staying more calm and collected in situations that others might not.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think about that?
I overall definitely agree. I think back in the day, I used to think kind of like it would be a superpower to if you can just take yourself out of the situation a little bit and like take a step back and not get like immediately right into it. Um, because I think back in the day, I was never someone to get like angry, but I would definitely get like emotional or like, um,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess just showing my emotions more than sometimes I wanted to. And like, especially with family, we would have like a decent amount of arguments about the most minuscule stuff. Like we had to eventually make like a rule with me and my brother that you could only play. We had to make like Xbox rules because that's what we were arguing about. It's just so I think I've definitely had that kind of goal for a long time of wanting to get better at just taking a step back and not going back and forth. I remember also with my brother, we would do these things where we'd like get into like insulting arguments with each other, where we just get so into it, where you just like start saying more personal stuff until someone breaks, and it's just like trying to
Exactly.
push to see how far you can go. So I think 100% with practice. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely a big proponent of like therapy can help with that. We did like family therapy back in the day, and then I do therapy myself. I think just talking about that stuff and continuously like understanding um, where other people are coming from, and even when you're like in arguments with friends, I've learned this a lot. Is like just give it some time. Like you don't even have to have an answer right away when you guys are having like a dispute. You can always come back to something and talk about it again because 100% of the time you're going to be more understanding when you look back 6 hours later than right then in the moment. Because right then in the moment, I remember for club soccer, this was a huge thing between like different people having different arguments, and I think taking time sometimes is helpful to understand some of that.
Dude, isn't that's beautiful, dude. Isn't it wild how sometimes like you'll like I remember especially as a kid when I would like get emotional about something, like I'd be like doing or saying something that I'm like, I know I'm gonna regret this later, but the emotion just takes
Yeah,
over, you know?
you
You're
just
like,
can't
I
stop
know
that.
I shouldn't be doing this, but still, and I think like over time I've started to try and just listen to that voice more and more. The one saying like, you don't really feel this way, it's just like emotion, like control like negative emotions are like controlling your action.
Yeah,
You're not able to think as straight and like that like escalation of arguing and insult like arguments with like a sibling. It's like you think all you can truly feel is like your own like pain, like hurt, like someone saying something that hurts your feelings. Like if you say something back, you don't necessarily always see that it's hurting them. So like you think that you're the only victim.
totally,
It's hard to get out of that confusion.
totally. I definitely agree.
That's brilliant. Hmm. Hmm. Why are you smiling over there, man?
Yeah.
I'm wondering what you're thinking, Amir. Did you have
Yeah.
arguments with like family stuff, and
Oh,
uh,
absolutely.
how did you handle it? Or
I'm,
still?
I'm the king of arguments. You know what I'm saying? I'm the king of those things. But I'm also like you, Smurk. Like I try to put things, take a step back, put things in perspective, and try to work things out, I came across something this week and I was looking at a historian, or I was watching something about this guy who he does a lot of research in the field of history, and he was saying that like every I don't want to use the word man, but every person is capable of darkness. There's darkness inside of everyone, and it just made me think because I was like, well, what is this guy talk? Like, what is he talking about? And he was talking about like how like just with humans, like sometimes we're not realistic in terms of human nature. Sometimes we're designed to think about like even our podcast, like speaking of love, like yes, like we're always gonna love, like our emotions are always, and that's just not realistic if that makes any sense. So where I'm going with this is that the the greatest thing we can do is control that darkness inside, control that beast inside. And I think that's kind of like when you take a step back, is your way of kind of trying to control and listen to that voice or listen to whatever's inside of you, if that makes any sense. So I think it's always best before you react to something, just put it into perspective, take a deep breath. And sometimes, like Hayden said, emotions you get them flared up, and in the short term, like it probably feel good to say what's on your chest, but in the long term, it's gonna hurt you, you know. So I think the best thing I could probably say in this situation, or even something that I try to do, is like just control that emotion inside, that's it, and try to channel it into something positive. But I don't want to suppress that emotion, because
Yeah.
it's within us, like it's part of human nature. We're gonna make good decisions, we're gonna make bad decisions, so that's part of
Yeah,
it
don't yeah, be upset at yourself or
for sure.
well, that leads me to like a second question along these lines is how much of a role should emotion play when making a decision? Like how much like you can only think so like logically in general. Like if you're hurt, if someone says something hurtful, like, and you're like very like upset about it and like you like yell at them back. Like some people say that that's not always like a bad thing that you're like expressing that. So like how much of a role can like emotion play in making decisions? And there's different types of decisions because there's like a decision on what college to go to. People would probably say obviously, yeah. Or like a decision on like, should I say something hurtful back to this person? What do you
Yeah.
guys?
I think there's like, I think you can get a lot from like trusting your gut on what kind of what you said earlier, where you kind of realize what you're saying in the moment and like why you're saying it. So I think it's important to think about why you're saying these things. And if you're saying things because you're feeling a certain way, like that's, I think, totally valid. But if you're saying something because you want like the other person to feel a certain way, like you want them to hurt because you're hurting, like obviously that's the wrong
Yeah.
way to use emotion. But I think, yeah, I think there is like logic within thinking about your emotions and being like, hey, like that hurt my feelings. I don't think that's illogical to bring up. And I mean, for partners, for any relationships you want to have people that are going to understand and not be like, ugh, this guy sucks. Like he's weak or whatever. Like he's not, like, you want people who are be like, oh, I hear what you're saying. Like, let me reflect on that and let me think about how like what I said hurt your feelings. And if they're not that, like forget them, to be honest. Like you can't really be in relationships with people, like anyone that don't respect you or respect your emotions.
Absolutely, that's brilliant.
Amir, if you want me to say, I'm thinking of something. If you want me to talk,
What you thinking about, Big H?
because I'm thinking like I think the like expression of emotions can is never going to be too much. Like I actually think you should let emotions play a huge role in decision making. I just think that it's about like controlling your emotions, that
Yes.
like about like acting with the right emotion. Like not, if someone does me wrong, like Marcus Aurelius said, I don't just jump to anger. Instead, like I start to feel compassion and like because I feel like empathy for them because if they're doing something mean to me, they must be like who, and when I didn't do anything, they must be like a sad individual. So like I probably try to like think like, yeah, I should act very emotionally in terms of like the compassion I feel for them.
Totally. I think that's also like this is something I've talked about with Jillian. I think Jillian's a lot. She's very much on that wavelength of uh, have compassion for people who are acting like in a certain way that you don't agree with. I think even like when I was saying before, I was kind of saying forget them. Like that's more of like an anger thing than being like thinking about where they're coming from and trying to talk them through that, or like talk them through what they're going through. Um, so yeah, I guess I'm not totally sure about where I stand on it. I think
No, but I
sometimes
do think no, I think you're right though. Like sometimes like forget him is like a little bit of that. Like removing yourself. You made this great point earlier about like removing yourself like from a situation is definitely opposite a good thing. In fact, I was talking to this Buddhist nun the other day at Bates in the
Mhm.
chapel, and she was talking about how like sometimes the best thing you can do is just like physically like and kind of emotionally remove yourself from a situation. And then like you said, you can approach it better in the future.
yeah, I think
Absolutely.
also yeah. Sorry, you go, Amir.
No, no, no. You go, Smurk. You got it.
I was just thinking about like we're talking about like physical spaces and like removing yourself from some spaces. I think it's also just as important, especially when you're going through like emotional times, to, like put yourself in places that you feel welcome and you feel like kind of the opposite, places where you feel like you're going to be enriched by it. I think last summer or last year, um, Dogenomics, and like I had never really felt very strongly about religion ever, but even just going to like some Friday night services as a I'm Jewish, so like going to some Shabbat services just to have be around people who like you feel that community with, are welcoming you in, are excited that you're there. So I think there's definitely important aspects to both of that. Just like I think sometimes removing yourself and then putting yourself in different spots where people are excited to see you is important.
Totally, bro. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, putting yourself in the right communities, like even at, like a place like Bates, like we were talking about.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow.
I
Whoa.
think I think now's a good
Whoa.
time for a little break into the sports section.
Sure.
See, Hayden's been craving this. He has been craving a little sports
What,
section.
bro? What are you I
I can
wasn't
see
even
it.
gonna talk about that,
I
but
can
I
see it
will,
in
bro.
your face. You want to say something about the Patriots. You want to mention the Pats. Look,
Bro,
I
look at
did
you.
just see you
fucking
guys are talking about
understand.
the Bills Patriots before it happened. That was like perfect for
Bro, exactly.
what happened.
Wait, we recorded right before the game.
I think that your last episode, or maybe
You're right.
two episodes, depending on when you release, but you and
Bro.
Amir were talking about, you're like, I just feel it. The Patriots are going to win this one. And Amir was like,
Yes,
come on, bro. Let's be
I
real.
knew we were gonna win. By the way, I could show you guys right now. I made in May, I made when the schedule came out, the day the schedule came out, I made a whole prediction list of every game. And I was 1 point off. I guess 24 to 20, Patriots win. And it was
Wow.
23 to 20. So
Nice.
the thing is, Amir doesn't understand ball, so he doesn't like know. Like I know when the
You hear
Patriots.
this guy smirk? I don't know ball. All right, buddy.
I figured.
All right, buddy. I don't know ball.
Bro,
You
he told me the
stalker.
Patriots right. He said that the Ravens were gonna like spank the Patriots, bro. The 1-4 Ravens, bro.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I do feel bad for them because the injuries.
You don't
Yeah.
feel bad. We don't accept your apology. We
I
don't.
told you, bro. The Ravens are my second team, bro.
Smirk. We don't want that apology, man.
Yeah, what do you mean we, bro? Why do you always do this? He's
You-
not. He's not a Ravens fan, bro.
No, I am Pats, but also, no, I feel bad for the Ravens. I feel like you guys will be fine. You guys are always, Lamar Jackson is, I don't know. You'll be
He's
fine.
injured,
Smirk. I'm
but
gonna
he'll
be
be
honest.
next.
I love my team. I love my organization. Um, Lamar Jackson, best quarterback of all time. Respect to Lamar.
He's out. He's not. He's really good. He is really good.
I would say that this year we're not gonna make the playoffs this year, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It does make me a little sad, but it's all right. I
How
guess
bad-
who
I don't even know how bad the injury is. I've not been keeping up this season. How bad is it?
I don't
Yeah,
even
no,
know how
it's
bad
bad.
it is,
Lamar's out.
you know.
Okay.
But
For
I
season?
just know. Wait, he's out for
Yeah.
the season.
No, no.
But it's like just a
You
one
need to
in
know
four.
what's going on with your team, bro.
Buddy, I'm too much. Like I'm focused on life. Like, I'm not worried about. I mean, I'm not worried about that. But
Like Flint says.
Smurk, what I
Um,
will say is that a 1-4 start is not that's not good stuff.
No.
That's not.
he's expected to miss one more week.
Okay. You could
Oh.
sneak back in, low
I
key.
know, but I don't even want him to sneak back in. I want him to rest up, take care of the injury. Let's worry about next year. You get what I'm
Mm,
saying? Let's worry
mhm.
about next year.
You're
Pack it up.
giving up after 5 games,
It's
bro.
not about giving up. You got to play the long game. See, you're acting off of the short term emotion. You gotta step back. You gotta step back. Smirk just talked
Bro,
about.
no, you have to step in. You're
I'm saying
acting.
you were saying this is like love. You're just gonna take a step back and be like, oh, we'll worry about next year. You
Yeah,
don't even
Yes.
exactly. How
start right
about
now.
perseverance? How about love? How about empathy for your team? How about wanting your players to win this season?
Sometimes perseverance is not the best. Like it's better just like look at Jason Tatum for example. Oldest
Mhm.
Celtics fans. Oh, come back, Tatum back for the year. Me?
That's
Because
it.
I'm a Celtics fan. Tatum, come back next year.
I agree.
Then we go again. Come
Next
back next
year.
year. Come
I'm
back
with you.
next year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I
Everybody
agree.
like you get what I'm saying, Smirk? We gotta look at the long game.
Yeah.
Now Hayden shaking his head. Now Big H is, oh, I agree with you. You bring up
I
Tatum,
don't agree.
I agree.
I'm agreeing to let you do whatever you want.
He's speaking to losing.
Oh
Man.
man,
All right, yo, let's get into the final section, bro. I know the 10 minutes better come up.
it's not.
You gotta have time, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna be
Um,
honest. Big H, that's a good, nice shirt. I like that shirt.
thanks,
That
bro.
is
It's a
nice. All the
rugby.
rugby shirts are nice.
Yeah, rugby shirts, bro. There. Yeah, the rugby stuff is awesome. It's all collared.
Hmm.
It's like casual. It's nice. Yeah, this is a social shirt. You get it
Oh
after a full
man.
year on the team.
You got free?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Nice.
No, bro.
You guys
I
do
don't
good with
know
funding.
Yeah, no, the club probably pays for it.
Yeah.
But no, it's sweet, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks, my guy. All right, so final question, and there it is, 10 minutes. Um, do you think anger, so this gets to, I was kind of hinting at it before for like my take, because this could actually end up being a debate. Do you think anger can be used positively in terms of like, sometimes people will be like, take that anger, like let it fuel you, like, go hit this bench PR, go beat that team. Take that frustration and anger and let it like boil up inside you. Yeah, what do
Hmm.
you guys think about that?
Anger be used positively.
Because I
I
can go
think,
first if you want.
I mean, I can also say something. I think it can. It's never been for me, to be honest. I don't think it's something that fuels me. Um, I think finding spaces to like this last year again, there was like times when I was angry, and this is like kind of when I became such good friends with Ilias, and I'm glad you guys are having him on next week or whenever. But he this is when I started boxing with him because I was like trying to find a way to like channel kind of like we've been talking this whole time about like channeling your emotions. Um, but I do think it's different than like taking out my anger. I think it's like finding different ways to like balance it out instead of being like throwing a punch extra hard because I'm angry. It's like putting myself, it's kind of the same with running, like putting myself in positions where I'm feeling better about myself and better about like more confident, um, which kind of allows me to forget about the anger a little bit. So I think that's like how I deal with anger instead of like it really like fueling me. I think like focus allows me to worry about other stuff.
100%. What do you think, Amir?
Sticky one. It's a sticky one. Because I think in terms of like success, whether that be in like maybe business or sports or like I hear a lot of people talk about like that fire and something like maybe traumatic has happened in their life and that was like their way of coping with that situation. I that makes any sense. Like just straight locking in and doing what they have to do, whether it be in boxing. Like I know a lot of boxers very pent up, have a lot of anger inside of them, man. If you look at Mike Tyson, you know what I'm saying? Like Mike Tyson, great boxer, but like he had a lot of anger inside of him. So maybe from like if we're considering that, like maybe that success, I would say yeah, like you can use anger to fuel yourself. But I think as like the overall human being and person, no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't think I guess there's gonna be no debate because I also very heavily don't think that anger is used positively. I think it's like a common misconception, like Eli, like you were saying, like I think it's a common misconception that like when you're like angry, you should like, go like punch something or like do whatever and like let your anger out. But like I don't think that's actually what makes you feel better about boxing. I think what made you feel better about boxing is like, you know, like you probably had like the ability like to focus on something and do and work hard at something and like get a reward, which is like your body feeling good because you just worked out and like I don't know, like I don't see like when I'm weightlifting, I pulled up a text because I the other day I was about to I hit like a 5x5 of a new weight and I had one set left and I texted my buddy from home who's like this super ripped like jacked guy. And I was like, I need you to like turn
Herda,
me up. I said,
herda,
yeah, he knows what I'm talking. Uh,
herda.
and so I was like, I need you to turn me up for this last set. And he said, here's what we're gonna do. Think about all the people you need to be strong for and channel that on this next set. And I was like, dude. And they start saying, your parents, the farm, Hazel, the Sea Cougars, which is our men's league team. And it was so great because I'm like, that's what actually drives you when like it's not like the anger of like revenge or anything. It's about like I think what truly like you'll get the most out of in life is like, yeah, like love, inspiring you rather than like anger and like extinguishing the anger, I think is the main goal, which is what you were saying.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah,
love
I
that.
think
I
very
think maybe in the short
appreciative.
term, Big H,
Yeah.
like I think in the long term, letting love like fuel you is more sustainable. I think in the short term though, that anger could sustain you, but like you burn out if that makes any sense. Like when I played soccer at Bates, it's an angry little guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I played the game angry. Like I was always smiling, but I had fire inside of me, and that was a big reason into why like I didn't want to play anymore. You get what I'm saying? Because
See, yeah, like I think you'll play better in soccer if you're, this is like a great metaphor for it. It's like you're playing to win for your team and not playing to win to beat the other team. If
Mhm.
you go into a game just I want to beat these guys, like let's work with them. You lose a sense of focus, I feel like. But if you're like doing it for your guys, you're doing it like for love of like your boys and for Bates, then like you'll play better and like have this better sense of like clear mind in the game.
Totally.
Absolutely.
That's that's also reminding me of intramural because I feel like for especially for basketball, like we had this long team that had standed for like 3 years. These are obviously like it just happened that a bunch of our friends were all like decent at basketball, so we could play together and form a good team. And I feel like definitely, especially that last season, like every game we were not at all playing to beat the other team because we wanted something against them. We were playing with just love for each other and like wanting to win and succeed for each other. And I think that came through.
100%.
Like people weren't overall too egotistical about like minutes and stuff like that. I guess it's easy for me to say because I was playing more, but like I feel like people were just wanting to be there and support each other. And like even Seth, like he didn't play at all because he like took himself out of it, but he was there all the time because that love was just uh strong enough to
100%.
I don't know, he felt like he could be impactful even just from the sideline.
So
Dude, sorry, yeah, go on, man.
you go first. I'm gonna say what
No,
I'm.
no, no, you go.
So you're telling me Seth would come to watch, or Seth would come to watch you guys play, and he wouldn't even play
He would play a little bit, but to
Dude,
be honest,
barely. He had to be. At the end of blowouts, he wouldn't play other.
But it wasn't
Bro,
even like we were saying, Seth, like you got to sub off. He was just like,
Uh,
okay, I'd rather just be on the sideline and turn people up.
I gotta say, I completely agree with that, Eli. And also, like, I was just working the volleyball game and it went a little late. That's why had to do 305.
Sure.
And like it's crazy. Like think about that sport, but also just every sport's hint of it. It's just like shown in volleyball. Like team chemistry plays a crazy role in how well a team does, bro. Like
Mhm.
you have to be on the same page. If I was a coach, that's all I'm worried about, bro. It's the team cap, making sure everyone like wants to fight for each other. Because what other motivation do you have? What would make me want to like get up at 6 a.m., truly want my team to win. Other than it, like if I don't love the guys, then I'm not gonna, like I feel like you gotta have like that, like at team chemistry feel, which bro peaked with our intramural team because
Yeah.
like we were missing Jimmy one game. And like we should be good anyway without Jimmy. We should be good without me. We should be decent without Eli. But like missing one piece of the puzzle, bro, it's just like we were totally different team. Yes, bro. Let's
oh
go.
wow. Oh wow.
I love it, dude.
No, I
Don't
mean,
forget Amir hated on us. He said that when we lost that game, bro, he was all, "You guys lost, bro."
I
He
didn't
wouldn't let me.
smirk.
yeah.
We have less than a minute, so I just want to say I appreciate you for coming on, but also because I'm taking a step back. I didn't hate on you guys. You get what I'm saying? I just said you lost to soccer. Like they don't even play basketball. Like what? Like is that me hating? I'm like you lost to soccer. Like
No,
what?
no, take a
You
step
said
back,
it.
bro. Take a step back. We'll come back to it.
Yeah. All right. I appreciate you guys for having me on.
Dude,
Shout out all
thank
my
you.
people.
Shout out
We're
your
talking about
people.
speak with love, Chilean man. Love you.
Yeah.
Marco.
Every week.
Shout out.